Welcome back, guys, to another beer review. You're watching All the Beer No Idea. I'm Baz. Next beer coming up is another one that was sent to me by my good friend Jonathan Brown from Northern and Southern Beer Reviews. If you haven't checked his channel out, go and give him a watch. If you like what you see, sub to him. He's a top man, a bit of a nutter, and he's well worth watching. So thank you very much, John, for this beer. So this is the second beer out of the four that he sent me. And again, it's from Pennine Brewing Co. And this is a bottle of their Millie George Blonde with Attitude, coming in at 4% in a 500ml bottle. No idea how much it was. If he wants to comment, if John wants to comment on this and tell me how much, that's entirely up to him. If not, it doesn't matter. It's sort of Yorkshire way, I think. I'm guessing it's sort of like from round his area. So, yeah, on the back, it just quickly, it says on the back here, named after our daughter Millie George, definitely a blonde with attitude. So by the looks of it, the owners of Pennine Brewing Co., their daughter is called Millie George, and clearly she's a blonde with attitude. That's about all I can say, really. Maybe she's a bit of a feisty one. So yeah, the last beer I had of theirs that John sent me was really enjoyable. Shepherdess Blonde. That was about 3.8%, just a nice, honest, traditional, easy drinking, inoffensive sort of pale ale thing. So yeah, let's get this open, get it into a glass and see what we get. So, Saturday evening, hope you're all good. I had a couple of cheeky ones at the father-in-law's this afternoon. Spartan Oktoberfest from the Perfect Draft. Went down really well, really enjoyed it. Me and the missus went shopping, popped in there, so she had a tea. I had 3 pints, as you do. So, so yeah, and then we've come home. We've had a big fat tea and I've had a glass of beer. And I can tell you what, I'll be honest with you, I'm feeling a bit cream cracking now. But we'll bang these reviews out. We'll get on with them, and hopefully keep you lot entertained and keep me drinking. So, enough of all that rubbish, isn't it? Beer in a glass, lovely sort of golden. It's clear as a bell, really. Maybe the slightest of hazes in there. Golden, gentle carbonation going up, which is quite a promising sign, because as I always say, this glass doesn't really generate much head, but it's nice to see a few bubbles going up. We got a finger of a quite spacious, sort of fluffy white head on top. Probably it looks as I'd expect, really. I mean, you know, pale ales, blondes, they all sort of got this same similar look. So let's dive in on the nose and see what we get. I'm probably boring you chatting now, so yeah, nice little hoppy smell in there. Hoppy, a little bit spicy, as in sort of, not sort of spicy coriander kind of thing that I say sometimes, you know, with some beers, but it's got that spicy sort of bite to it from the hops. Little bit of a sweet maltiness to it, but it smells really decent, in all honesty. It does smell nice. It just smells like, again, another honest sort of British traditional sort of ale. So without further ado, let's dive in, give it a go. Cheers. Cheers, John, as well. Yeah, nice. I mean, from that first mouthful, for me, I would say straight away from that first mouthful, not as nice as the Shepherdess Blonde, but still nice. It's how can I put it? It is nice, but it's not maybe as sort of like smooth as the Shepherdess Blonde. I mean, that's about all I can come up with at the moment, but let's go in again. Body's quite light. I wouldn't say thin. It's sort of, for a 4% beer, it's about that average sort of range. Very soft in the mouth, very smooth feel. Carbonation's a little bit more angry in the beer, if you like, than the last Pennine Brewing Co. beer I done. That was very soft, very gentle. And although this doesn't sort of like I say, doesn't tear your mouth apart, it's just got that little bit more aggression in it. Which maybe does the beer a favour. I mean, unless it was a little bit lighter, you wouldn't really know. I wouldn't say it particularly ruins a beer, but it is a little bit more aggressive than maybe I was expecting. Let's put it that way. Mouthfeel's nice enough. That carbonation doesn't really ruin the mouthfeel. You really do sort of get that spicy bitterness in the taste. That's where, for me, it's just that little bit more harsher than the Shepherdess Blonde. Malty, bready, a little bit sweet, but you're getting that spicy, hoppy bite to it. A little bit sort of zingy, a little bit maybe zesty in there. That sort of hoppy, fruity thing going on. The taste is very sort of short-lived as well. Once you've had that mouthful of beer, it's there for a few seconds. Hasn't totally gone. It is still there in the background, but it doesn't linger too long. Yeah, it's sort of there and gone now. It's sort of gone. Yeah, it's nice enough. Is it? I've had better sort of beers, to be honest, but it is nice enough. I mean, I might be a little bit harsh in what I'm saying, but it's a little bit run of the mill for the sort of thing it is. Excuse me, pardon me. It's a little bit run of the mill for what it is. That's not to say it's nasty. That's not to say it's disappointing. Although it is maybe a little bit disappointing, but it's not disappointing in a bad way. It's just maybe I had a bit more expectation of it. But pretty much what you get on the sort of smell and that first sort of taste in the beer is all you're going to get. You don't sort of pick anything up later on. But if you like your traditional beers, like I always say, although this won't, for me, although it won't really sort of blow your mind in sort of terms of traditional sort of ales, it's very nice, but very average. Nothing particularly offensive. A little bit maybe harsh around the edges, I would say, but a very nice beer. And I mean, you know, if it was on tap somewhere, would I avoid it like the plague? No, I wouldn't avoid it like the plague. It's a nice little beer, and if you like your traditional beers, like I say, give old Pennine Brewing Co.'s Millie George a go. You know, 4%. Nothing nasty, particularly, like I say, apart from that little bit of harshness around the edge, I would say, and that's not even, you know, that harshness of what I'm saying could be a little bit harsh. But overall, Millie George, blonde with attitude, nice enough beer. Give it a go. If you've had it before, let me know what you think. Thank you very much, John, for sending me this beer, and obviously the others, which I will get round to doing the others. And that's it for this beer review. So hope you've enjoyed it. I do apologise if I rambled on. Thank you all for watching. Feel free to subscribe. Enjoy your Saturday night. I'm going to leave you to it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you again on another beer review. Cheers.